What's going on, my friends? So today I'm going to show you how to make a protein French toast. So I know a lot of you have been messaging me, calling me, texting me, even at the gym, have just been asking me how to make this at home, okay? So first of all, I am not a professional chef. If I can do this, you can definitely do it. So the point is, however, is that you want to make sure that your ingredients are the proper ingredients that I'm about to show you, because we want to make this meal high protein and low calorie, right? So first of all, let me show you the bread that I use. Now, it's vital that you find this type of bread. It's 35 calories per slice. I typically purchase it at Aldi. I've also purchased it at Target. Now, that's the only places I shop, so they might have it somewhere else. But again, it's vital you get this 35 calorie per slice, because it's also 16 grams. Look at the back, 16 grams per every 2 slice. So 16 grams of carbs. So 16 divided by 2 is what? 8. So it's only 8 grams of carbs per slice. This is a wheat bread, but I wouldn't be lying to you. This is actually very delicious. So it's a very delicious alternative to your regular bread, right? If you want to make sure that this meal is low calories and is high on protein, right? So that's the first off. Now we have other ingredients, not much to it. We're gonna have 1 whole egg, right? So you can purchase that anywhere. And then after that, we're gonna have a little bit of egg white. Now this is an organic egg white liquid solution, but ultimately you can just use your regular one. Really, this is the only one that they had at the moment was the organic, but you can use the regular ones, no problem. And then after that, we obviously need some protein, right? Because this is gonna be a protein French toast. So I have actually 2 here, 2 different kinds. You may ask, why do I have 2 different kinds of protein? Well, I will explain to you as I start making this, but I have, as I showed you, the Isopure, the 0 carb. This is vanilla flavor, it's amazing. And then we have I use the gold standard whey. You can use any other chocolate one that you like. I preferably will keep this a chocolate based French toast. I just love chocolate, so that's just me, but you can use any kind really. It's not too many carbs in that one per scoop. And then after that, pretty much I like to add a little bit of cinnamon, so I have some cinnamon with me. I just dazzling it on there as well. For those freaks that like to count their macros, cinnamon actually does have some carbs, but I just sprinkle it on there, right? So anyway, so now let's pretty much that's it. Let's just get into it. We do need some liquid solution, some water or some milk. I personally just use water, but you can use some almond milk if you want to keep it, again, low on calories. I personally just like to use water because it tastes delicious either way. So I do have a blender, and you can see I have nothing extravagant here, just a standard. It's probably a blender that's been here for years, so it's a standard blender. What I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm gonna crack the egg, pour it into the blender, and then I grab a little bit of the egg white and I throw that in there, just a little bit of egg white. Boom. Not too much, so you really don't need much of that, right? And then this 1/4 measuring cup is very important. Why? Let me show you. What I'm gonna do is open up, grab some chocolate. With this chocolate protein, I won't fill it up completely, almost to the top, and I'll throw that in there. Boom. See that? Easy, right? And then I'm gonna grab my vanilla one, and for that one, I'm gonna put slightly less. I mean, if you go over, it's not a problem, but put slightly less of it in there, and I'll dip it in. So far as you can see, we got a majority of chocolate in there. So it's got some good amount of protein, right? Even with the egg. And then after that, this 1/4 cup, measuring cup, I'm gonna grab some water. So I'm gonna grab a cup, 1/4 cup. Actually, I'm gonna throw 2 of them in there. Boom, 2 1/4 cup. And then I'm gonna drizzle, sprinkle on a little bit of cinnamon. Boom. That's it. So I'm gonna put it on there. Just let me get the lid. Got the lid for the blender. And we're gonna go ahead and blend. Very quick blend, nothing too special. Now, if you end up having some of this stick to the side, you can just add a little bit more water if necessary and just blend it some more. But boom, ultimately this is what you have, is a liquid-based solution. Don't worry, there's some eggs in there that's gonna make it. You're gonna see it pop out when you're making this French toast. So now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna personally just grab about 5 slices of bread. Boom. All right, so what you're gonna do is in each one, you're just gonna go ahead and just dip it. Boom, look at that. Just dip it around, right? Now you can have a separate plate if you want, where you just put them to the side, but what I'm gonna do, you can follow me over here. And this is very important too, is that you want to have the avocado oil. So I like to make sure that I'm getting my healthy fat, so I use the avocado spray oil. Now you're not gonna go crazy and spray the whole thing multiple times, okay? Even though it says 0 calories, there's still some calories in here. You gotta be mindful of that, right? It's not just go seconds or go crazy with this thing. So I just go ahead and spray a little bit on there, and then once my my pan gets pretty nice and warm, then I'm gonna add the bread in there. So, all right, let's move it over here. Go ahead. Yeah. So again, nothing too fancy. You can see this is just a regular stove. You can just do this wherever you're at. Actually, just got my camera person right here, so just stay right here. I'm gonna move the light over here. Look at that. See, nice and wet. Kind of sloppy, like a sloppy Joe, right? Doesn't really matter. So this might not be hot enough, but once it is, it's gonna start cooking right away. But let's give it a shot. Let's see how it feels. Oh, you heard that? Yeah, it's not fully there where the pan is hot, that the oil is going, but I went ahead and threw it in there anyway. So I'm gonna grab a few more of these, let it warm up a little more. Boom. What's amazing about this recipe is that about 6 of these is only about max 400 calories, which is insanely incredible, because if you were to just eat regular French toast, 2 of those would probably be 400 calories easily. Just going out to your regular, I don't know, breakfast place, you get 2 of those 400 calories, 600 calories. You can easily eat over 1,000 calories of French toast in just one meal, right, in your breakfast. But with this one, you can eat twice as much for 1,000 calories, right? So I'm gonna go ahead. See, you can hear the pan. It's heated up pretty good. So I'm gonna go ahead and make some more. I like to make them on the spot. I mean, you can prep this. You can definitely meal prep this. You can have them ready. You can make them in the oven, however you want. But see, it's nice. See, it's wet. The solution's on there. Just throw it on. Boom. You hear that? Like it's like a skillet. Like we're making steak or something. of that sound. I'm actually getting really hungry just making this video. It's actually delicious. I eat like 6 in the morning and 5 in my later meal, like my meal 3. So I'll eat like 11 of these a day. Except for Saturdays. Saturdays I try to eliminate carbs and I just eat a lot of protein. And then Sunday is a high carb day, so boom. So you could really, there's no way to put them on there. I just like to be neat sometimes, but you can just, however you want, just throw them on there, right? Boom. And then you gotta make sure if there's still solution left in here, there's batter, whatever you want to call it. I don't want to get too technical. You gotta make sure that gets in there as much as you can. Unless you're gonna make one more, which I'm not. Actually, let me see. I might actually just make one more. Okay. This one, I'm just gonna let it soak in there a little bit. And look, there's still some left. So what I'm gonna do is just boom, just throw it on the rest of them. Throw it on the rest, and just let me flip this over. See how it looks. Alright. So the one we put in first. It's gonna get all messy. You see it? There's some brown, it's cooking. These, you know, press them on there. So, yeah, that's about it. I mean, I could definitely shoot the rest of the video of me making this, but it might make you too hungry. So that's pretty much all you do. You're gonna flip them until they're nice and cooked. You know how you like them. You know how you like your pancakes. You have that golden crust look. Hey, if you want to burn them, it's up to you. However you want to eat them, right? I like to make sure that mines are still a little soft. You know, you want them a little crunchy, and leave them there a little longer. But I like mine soft, somewhat soft. So that's how I do it. So that's about it, guys. That's the tutorial on how to make these protein French toast. You could, play around with it, but make sure it's crucial to have these type of low-calorie alternatives, which is the bread, obviously, right? You saw I use the egg, one whole egg, and then a little bit of egg white. I use water instead of milk, right? And then the vanilla isopure, definitely recommend that protein because it has no carbs and it's low on calories. And this is a great vanilla flavor. You can even add it to your pancakes mix or make a protein pancake from it. But I prefer chocolate. Love the taste of chocolate, so I'll add a little bit of chocolate as well.